That's
Quality
enough.
time.
I've clocked
A
in.
man
We
brain.
came home. I've clocked out. It's
Yeah,
my time
like
now.
I was like, Aidan, that's not quality time.
No,
It makes me sick.
there you go. There's a headline. Is always sees you in public kissing. You're disgusting.
In my mind, I'm
You're
thinking, I
absolutely
hate you.
disgusting.
Is this about Teddy?
Yeah. Will you let me tell the story? Episode 1 officially live. If you're wondering why these two idiots have set up a podcast, it's because I had an epiphany one time. Zoe jokingly said to me we should start up a podcast, and I just went for it, and I didn't even sleep that night thinking of all the ideas we can do. And
If you
can see him on camera now.
We
And
have our little dog in the room.
As soon as I hit record, he gets up and starts walking around.
Sit down.
No, he's back down. So if you do hear a little pitter patter of feet on the floor, that's who it is.
It's our special guest.
So basically, this podcast, in a nutshell, is going to be about relationships, but not like real serious, deep stuff. If it gets deep,
We don't
it gets
think
deep.
we have the best relationship. Like, we're not
What?
making this podcast to be like, we have the best relationship in the world.
We're not.
Just put that out there.
Yeah, we're not saying now everything that we say in this podcast and in future episodes that this is gospel, like this is the best way to do things. I just think me and Zoe have a really good relationship and a really good understanding of each other. And we're just going to talk about the stuff that works for us, the stuff that didn't work for us. And someone out there, some couple, relationship, whatever you want to call it, might pick up on something. This is a safe place, a safe space, I should say, to discuss the good and bad things about a relationship in a joking way. So this isn't going to be a real serious podcast. This is just a laugh between boy and girl. And I just think it's good to get like the perspective of a relationship from the boy and the girl.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about podcasts and that there's like, you know, there's girls that are talking about girl problems in a relationship, etc.
Only the girl's opinion in the relationship.
Exactly. And then there's like other podcasts where it'd be like the male equivalent, sorry. So we just thought it'd be funny to just do like one where you have both opinions in a relationship. So
here we are,
episode 1 of God knows how many this might end up. But we do have some structure. We are kind of just waffling at the moment, but we do have some structure. So strap yourself in for the next 45 minutes to the hour, and hopefully we can entertain you with our silly opinions about relationships. So
are you going to tell them the name of the podcast?
They'll see it. Okay. The name of the podcast is Happily Ever Laughter. I thought that.
Sorry. Can we tell them the name that you were thinking of?
Go on.
He comes to me with a sheet of paper. Relationship clinic.
No, that wasn't it. It was the couples clinic.
Couples clinic. I was like, Aidan, can I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're not testing for STD. Oh, that was hilarious.
I thought it was a good name, but Zoe just laughed in my face as usual with all my ideas.
That was a joke.
Okay.
Right, come on.
That's the introduction out of the way. And I've already ran out of things to say. No, I'm only messing. So the main topic of this episode is love languages, and we're going to have a laugh with it. We're going to talk a little bit serious, a little bit not so serious, and we're just going to dive and talk.
You can't speak. You're normally the one that's good in front of the camera.
I know. Still have stage fright.
This is his forte.
Take that again. Okay, so episode 1 is a love language episode. We're going to talk about all things love languages. I actually only found out when we watched the Chunks and Philly podcast that there actually is love languages and they exist. I never knew they existed. Did you?
What did you think? Like,
I didn't know.
What would you class as a love language?
I didn't even know they were a thing.
Yeah, I knew love languages.
Okay, can you name them?
Yeah, what you like in a love language, like
No,
gifts.
Yeah, okay.
Do you like receiving gifts?
I like receiving
physical
gifts.
touch. Physical touch.
I have them here. So the 5 are acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, and receiving gifts. So there's the 5 official love languages. Like, who created these?
I don't know. I suppose it's just couples over time.
I've said
what they like and what they don't like. Yeah.
Okay, so my first question to you is, do you think they're actually real?
Yeah, I do. Do you know? Like, if I gave you a gift, would you not be like, oh, that was very thoughtful of her, and that would be like, you would feel appreciated?
Yeah, but I feel like some love languages are like that's my love language. That's the only way to show me love.
No, that's
like, you
stupid.
can have 1 or 2.
No, that's stupid.
But that's what I mean. Some people are like, what's your love language? And they'll be like, oh,
it's just like what you prefer.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I prefer all 5 of them.
Yeah, well, that's you being greedy.
But like, I just can't see how someone
But
wouldn't.
would you not prefer like you like affirmation? You like looking
Say that
yourself.
again.
What?
Affirmation.
You like looking yourself in the mirror and be like, I am beautiful.
I do.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen me look
No.
in the mirror and go,
No, but
"You're
that's what
beautiful,
is that not
Aidan"?
what it is? Like it would you
No,
like
words
me?
of affirmation is me complimenting you or saying like you did a really
Oh.
good job there.
Oh, that sounded
It's
really
like
like you were bigging yourself up.
no, like egotistic.
Yeah.
Like if we
No, 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 no. Like people like what's the word? Affirmation.
words of
People
affirmation.
like that, but they do it to themselves.
Is that what it is? I thought it was like words of affirmation is my love language,
No, no, I
like
get
coming
it.
from
It's
you.
like what do you like people telling you?
Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
someone telling like if
Well, you tell
words
me
of
I'm
affirmation.
beautiful every day.
I do.
He does, in fairness. But like, yeah, I suppose it's nice. I'd be like, oh,
That's what I
thanks.
mean. But like
But like, I
out of
don't be
those
like, oh,
like, yeah, I hardly go like, "Oh Jesus, Zoe, you're looking really beautiful today," and you're like, "Oh, that's my love
yeah, like,
language."
that's not my love
But
language, but I appreciate you
yeah,
telling me I look
but like if
beautiful
I
every
said to
day.
you, "What's your love language?" Would you say words of
I
affirmation?
no,
What would you say yours are?
I would say I like gifts, but I like
With a gold digger here, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
far from a gold digger, but I like quality time.
Okay.
Like if you went out your way to be like not even like spending money, just like stop playing around when I'm talking
I
to
just
you.
wanted to make sure your mic
All
was
right.
on.
Thanks. This whole show is
Turn
Aiden.
the mic off and board.
I like when you were like, do you want to go on a walk with the dog?
Mm.
Like I like quality time.
So yeah, I would have said yours are quality time, receiving
Who
gifts.
doesn't like receiving gifts?
But this is my point. Like when I was listening to the Junks and Fiddy show, they were like, "Oh yeah, I have two," and I'm like, I can't remember what the two were. Say it was like quality time and physical touch. I'm like, how do you not accept the other
Well, like,
three?
let's be honest, who's physical touching each other in broad daylight? Like,
Some couples
I
do.
know, but like,
But like physical touch could be like just sitting on the couch watching TV and you're just like you have your hand on my
well,
knee. Like that could I could like
I'm
that.
far from that. Like,
No,
you
yeah,
put your
like
hand on me at night, I'm like,
get the
get,
off me.
excuse
I didn't
me.
say it. I
I'm
didn't
like,
say it.
get off me, don't touch me.
Yeah, I know, but like
I'm just too hot at night.
yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is like even like say like I'm driving the car. Like I could say like from a boy's point of view, a boy, like a man's point of view, like
Just a little boy.
physical touch could mean like when I'm driving the car.
And I'm holding your hand or something.
Yeah, or like
Touching your
you
leg.
ever see that one where they have the hand on the neck or something like
Yeah, yeah, I
that, or
get
touching
you.
your leg, like that could be like, oh yeah, like I really like that. You know what I mean? I don't really
No,
care.
Aiden hates when I touch him. Aiden's
I
like,
wouldn't say hey. Get the hell
get your
off me.
hands off me.
But I'm
Oh,
just saying,
who
like,
gave you permission to touch me?
but what I'm saying is
What would yours be?
like all of them.
No, but like
That's my point. Like, I don't want to choose just two. Like, I can't understand how someone can be like, they're my two. Like, I like all of them. I like acts of service. Like, if you were just to be
we
like,
all like them though. But it's what's the ones that would like if I did that for you, you'd be like, she actually went out of her way to do that. That
all of
was
them.
really nice. Aiden,
But I don't. But that's my
like
point. Like,
first of all, let's be honest, you actually don't like when I touch you in public. So you
yeah.
don't. That's like
Okay.
I could say all of them, but like when do we ever physically touch each other in public?
Yeah, true.
Like we never hold hands walking down the road.
Yeah, true. No public affection
Like
allowed. I
no,
think a lot of every like
that could be another episode.
that's a,
Public affection.
that
Keep it to yourselves.
yeah, but like
I know
some
that,
couples
but
love that.
like
I
Jesus.
think like every bloke I've talked to can agree. Like public affection is like the absolute no in every
No, even
relationship.
girls, like all my girl mates will be like, if
Is that an
anyone
age thing though? Is that showing our age? Like
no,
because when you're a kid and you're 18 and all, like you're hanging
no,
out
but
with
you
each
know
other.
what? It's not the kids you're seeing hugging and kissing each other or gobbing the face off each other. It's older people.
Mm.
Like it's people in their late 30s or like mid 30s that are like just don't care.
Yeah, true.
Like they don't care. There's just kids around or like
Mm.
it makes me sick.
There you go. There's a headline. Is always sees you in public kissing. You're a
In my
disguster.
mind, I'm
You're
thinking I
absolutely a
hate
disguster.
you.
Right. Well, then mine would be. I'd say mine are acts of service.
Yeah, you like receiving gifts.
Yeah. No, that's two
Oh.
different things. So an acts of service is like if I had a really long day from work and you knew I had a long day
Oh, and I made you food or
I came
something.
home and there was just food on the table there and you were like, there you go, I knew you
Yeah.
wouldn't have time to cook. Like that'd be my number one.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. Or like if you were out somewhere and you just happened to think of me out there and you were like, oh, I got you this. It wouldn't
Like something
necessarily
so
be a
silly, like
gift.
just a monster or something.
Yeah, just something like that. Like, and yeah,
Monster, if you want to sponsor
I'm
us.
very easily pleased. Just a can of Monster and a dinner, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, we're cheap dates. Like
Yeah,
we
we are.
are. Like buy me a can of Monster and I'm happy. Like
She's happy, and don't buy her a can of Monster and buy one yourself. She's not happy.
that's another thing. When I don't know if this annoys other people, but like if I went to the shop and got myself a Monster and came back,
Mm.
you'd be like, "What the hell? Where's my drink?"
Yeah, I would.
Even if I asked you and you were like, "No, no."
No,
Well,
if you asked me, then I obviously would. But there's times I just forget about you. I just like,
7 years together and you telling
I'm
me
gonna get a
forgets about
Monster.
me the odd time.
I think it's different like that. Like if I was getting food, I'd always ask you, "Do you want food?" Obviously, if you're not on a
Well,
diet or training or anything like that. No, but like,
remember the time you woke up, just didn't offer me breakfast, just made yourself.
no, I actually don't remember that.
Okay.
But we're veering off the path here. We are.
Well, this is what happens in a
No,
podcast.
no. But I'd say my number one is extra service. Like quality time, yeah. I think like we're really good. I'd say definitely in the last few years with when we're together, whether it's watching TV, walking the dog, doing anything, we're not on our phones.
No, no,
Like,
no.
and I don't know if other couples do that. And I know like it's so easy. Like we do have our moments where like we're sitting in bed, we're tired, we had a long day, and we're both just sitting there on TikTok. Like,
Mm,
I don't care about that. But when we're both like, okay, now we want to watch TV, our
I
phones
think
go
that's
away.
different to when like you've had such a long day in work. Like I communicate in my job, I communicate with people all day. And
Yeah.
then I'm coming home. There's sometimes I'm just mentally not
But that's my
able to
point.
speak.
Like,
Like I'm just
that's
like
my
I just
point.
need
Like,
to. I
quality
but I will
time.
all we'll always say to each other, give me an hour,
Yeah.
and
That's what I'm
then
saying.
I'll.
Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, I think there is this like taboo around couples sitting on their phone together, and like you might see memes or something like that where it's like, oh, this day and age, like couples that just sit. Like, do you ever see like that meme where couples in bed and they're back to back and they're both
Yeah,
on
yeah,
social media? Like,
yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. If it's happening every single night or every time you're together, then that's a bad thing. But like, it is
Or like
very
if you haven't
easily.
seen each other all day and then you're together and you're just sitting on your phone. Whereas like aside from working, whereas I forget my point here.
Very good. This is great. This is five-star conversation. It's always about to hit the nail on the head and just boom,
I
gone.
completely forgot what I was
What
gonna
I'm
say.
saying is though, like when you talk about like I'm talking about each love language, right? And quality time to me isn't that. Like I wouldn't count us two sitting in bed or sitting on the couch downstairs on our phones. Like quality time to me is we're both watching the TV
Oh
or we're
yeah,
both
yeah.
watching a movie or we're out walking Zeke and neither one of us are on our phone unless you absolutely have to, whether it's to work or something like that. Um,
Yeah, no, quality time is
but
spending
some
time together.
people, what I'm saying is, some couples might think, oh yeah, like we spend like 2 hours in bed together, but they're both sitting down on their phones.
Yeah.
I don't count that as quality time. Maybe some couples do. I don't think it's healthy to count that as quality time. I think every couple should set themselves, you know, there's no problem with you being on your phone and me being on my phone at the same time. But come to a point where you're like, here, we've both been on our phones for an hour. Will we just
Let's just put them up and
let's
watch
just put them
something.
away and let's watch TV or watch a movie or something.
Yeah.
And you'll be amazed how better that quality time is than just sitting on these phones,
Yeah.
especially with TikTok and all. Like, you know
Yeah.
yourself, like it's so
You
easy
get caught in a rabbit hole.
to sit there and TikTok and scroll for hours, or Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts, or whatever you're doing. So, words of affirmation we touched on as well. I
Like
think,
words of affirmation are nice, and I don't know if this is because maybe I'm not insecure or like like maybe that would mean a lot to someone who was like
yeah,
had like been through a shit relationship or
where they
something.
were constantly abused or
Yeah, or
whatever.
something
Like,
like that. Words of affirmation would mean a lot to them.
mm,
Like obviously it's so nice hearing you look beautiful or I love you every day or like of course. But I don't be like, oh, Aiden said that to me today.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
now it's like a normal thing.
yeah. Like
Like you
that's what I
like
mean. Like it's
genuinely and not just
normalized.
bigging him up here. He tells me every day I'm beautiful or you look beautiful. But like now it's like a common thing that I'm not like I don't take it for granted,
Yeah,
but
but like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh no, thank you so much, and then we just move on, like
I wouldn't be
or I
like,
would say you look handsome today.
yeah, and I wouldn't be like it's always said to me like, oh, you look handsome today. I'm like, all right. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
you
not
you're just
like
saying that. You're
it's
always
not
saying
like
that.
we're waiting for it.
No,
Like it's not
no,
like
it's
I'm
not
sitting
like
around
I
being like,
need
when's Aiden gonna tell me I'm beautiful today?
exactly like I need to tick that box. Like
Like
if
I need to hear that today.
yeah,
I don't.
that's
I
what
never
no,
have to
I
hear
don't.
it.
So I wouldn't count that as a love language
No,
for us or
no,
me at all.
no.
Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, like if you do a really good job, like if you,
But that's different to like, I don't know, words of I don't know, like, of
yeah,
course you're gonna big your partner up and to do something good, like, but
some
like,
people don't though.
yeah, I suppose
You know what I mean?
actually.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
that's
Like
it. Yeah,
I'm
like
trying
we're
to,
coming from our relationship
that's what I mean.
perspective.
Like I'm trying to think of like what we do in our relationship works really well, but there's other couples that maybe don't, like maybe like there's probably couples out there who are with each other 9, 10 years and they don't tell each other
So
every
they
day
just gotten
they love each
comfortable.
other. But like there's nothing wrong with that. They're just so comfortable with it. And
Mm.
maybe like a
Maybe that's
couple,
okay to them.
but that's what I mean, because maybe a couple who's been together so long that don't do words of affirmation, and all of a sudden the fella turns around and goes, "You look really beautiful today." The girl's gonna be like, "What did you do wrong? What are you trying to like? What did you do? Tell me what you
What's
did
going
wrong.
on?
Yeah, like what did you do? Why you? What did you do? Like why are you in trouble?" Um, so like maybe that is a thing that like people should start doing, and maybe don't. But
Mm.
if you're 10 years into the relationship and you just don't do it, then there's no
Or
need to
also,
do
if
it.
it's something that your partner likes and you don't feel like it's like
Yeah.
if I said to you every day you're handsome and you don't really care, you're just like, oh, thanks,
If you
like
told
you
me,
know,
if you didn't tell me I looked handsome every day, it wouldn't bother me at all.
yeah.
But like if I didn't tell you you look beautiful every day, would you care?
Oh, I don't know because it's just been a thing that you've always said, so I'm
Yeah.
just like
But would you
used to it
notice if I
now.
stopped saying it altogether?
I don't think I'd care, but like
But
I
would you
probably
notice
would be
it?
like, oh, he hasn't told me I'm beautiful in a while.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't sit there and doubt it. Like I wouldn't sit there and like be like,
Overthinking.
oh, he doesn't fancy me anymore, or he
Yeah.
doesn't think I'm attractive. Like no, it's different if I was getting going on a night out and you didn't compliment me.
Mm.
I think that's different. Like
Yeah.
if I thought I looked well and then you just didn't compliment me and be like, oh, just enjoy your night, I'd be like, "Oh, do I not look good? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
compliment
yeah.
me.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
After me
Especially
going
like
through the effort of getting dressed.
especially if like it is a thing that I do all the time and all of a sudden
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Yeah,
So
when I'm
like
going out with the girls, he just decides to tell me I look rotten.
you're wearing that. Like
Do you not want to change?
it's gas. Like Zoe be telling me like, "What outfit do you think is better?" And I'm like, "Black bin bag looks pretty good right now."
Hey.
I'm only messing.
It's
No,
so funny because whenever I ask for advice, this
it's
is
always the opposite.
it's always the opposite.
Like
So like we're going to a wedding in 2 weeks and I flew to London and I sent him two dresses. Now I already knew that I wanted this one. And I was
it's a
like,
trap.
what do you it's not a drop. I just wanted to get your opinion. And even my friend was like, why does it matter what one he thinks? Because what if he picks the other one? You're gonna get annoyed. And I was like, no, I won't. So I sent it to him and surely he picked the one that
You didn't
I
like.
didn't pick. And then I was like, well, I don't care, I'm getting the blue one. He's like, oh, did I say the other one? I meant the blue one. I was like, stop lying.
I changed my mind. Yeah,
Yeah, like stop. Just like eh,
I actually gave like the perfect boy answer, and I said you look great in both of them.
yeah, and I goes, pick one. And he picked the one that I didn't pick. But then he tried to change his mind.
Look, at the end of the day, I really don't care.
He will on
That's
the
the truth.
day if I
That's the
looked
truth.
rotten.
You'll always look beautiful on the day.
Yeah, she's not my girlfriend.
Right, next one. What's the next one? Physical touch. I think we already touched on that.
I like honestly, I don't mind I don't mind you holding my hand. Like
No, don't talk
holding
about us
hands.
though. Talk about couples in general.
No, but like
Yeah.
from my point of view, holding hands is fine. That's like PGA. What's PG?
Okay.
PG. But like anything that's like over 18s on the street, just like I just
Like what?
you know
What
what
have
I
you?
mean? Like
What
gobbling the
has Zoe
face off of
seen?
me in Dublin.
What has Zoe seen?
Walk
Jesus.
through O'Connell Street, you'll see
Yeah, I
everything.
know. No, I know what you mean.
I just don't like physical touch in on the streets.
Mm.
Obviously everyone doesn't mind physical touch at
Is it a
home
thing
or
where you're like, do you feel like some couples when they're like all over each other in public, it's like they're trying to prove how much they're in love or
no,
something like
because
that?
like
Like
I don't think that's
they're
the
just
thing.
like, but like, do you
It's
think?
just they just genuinely just don't care who's around.
Okay, let me rephrase that question for you though. Do you think that, you know, some couples, whether it's male or female, maybe like I'll say it from the male's point of view, like I'm gonna show her, I'm gonna kiss her in public to show her that I'm not afraid to show her in front of public how much I love her. Do you think some girls would be like, oh, he
Well,
never
it's kind of sad if they have to
do you
prove
think
because
some girls think though, like, oh well, he never holds my hand in public or he never kisses me in
no, I
public?
think that's different as well. I think that's different. I think girls would only think like that with social media.
Mm,
Like I would never, if you never kiss me in public, like a peck, I don't mind.
mm.
But like if you were trying to literally like oh, I don't even know what you call it anymore, me like gob me like
I know what you mean,
on the
yeah.
street,
A
I'd be
French
like he doesn't
kiss, I
need
think
to
it's called.
do that to prove that he likes me or
Mm,
like but like if you were not putting that you were in a relationship on social media, I'd be like
Yeah, that's different. Yeah,
Why is he
but
doing
like
that?
we're talking about physical touch here, and I'm saying like maybe some
Yeah, but you
girls.
said
No, I'm not.
about proving that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think some people say like, "Oh, my love language is physical touch," because he has to show other people how much he
Oh,
loves
that
me?
the girl has told him that it's physical touch,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, well then I feel like, well then I don't know, could be, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
could be.
I think bottom line, the two of us agree that not that we don't like we don't like physical touch in public, but I just think when other couples are doing it,
It makes me
it's just a
sick.
bit okay. I was gonna say it's a bit excessive, but it makes Zoe sick. Like
Sorry,
I just we just feel like there's no need for it.
there's
Like
no
you
need for
should
it.
never have to prove your love for someone in the public eye, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. And that goes for social media
But
as
then
well.
again, it doesn't mean that they're proving their love. It's just
Yeah.
they're just in their own bubble.
Yeah, I know, yeah, yeah. But
They're
that's what I
just in
mean.
their
Like you
own
should never
bubble.
have to prove you love someone, whether that's oh well, so and so got me a gift, you didn't get me a gift, do you even love me type thing. You know, sort of way. Like
That's
and
childish.
speaking of gifts, I mean, this has to be in everyone's.
I love receiving gifts. Like
Who
I'm not
doesn't
gonna
love
lie,
receiving
like
gifts?
I
Like
love receiving gifts.
who doesn't? But that's
No,
not my point. Who doesn't?
but we don't do it often
Yeah.
to take advantage of it.
Do
It's
you know
just
what?
like,
Do you know what? Like my pet peeve is couples is like those couples you see, and then I personally think it's only for social media. And if you're a couple who does this, don't take offense to it. I just don't like it.
maybe don't say it then.
No, I'll say it. No, it has to be
We're not having a
controversial.
go at couples.
No, I'm not. But I'm just like you're there saying we're not having a go at couples. Yeah, public affection disgusts me. You can't say that. It's funny some couple listening to this being like, "Oh, I love holding
But
hands and
then people will
hugging
probably
in
judge
public." And
us and
all.
be like, why did you not show affection in
That's what
public?
I'm saying. I'm saying
Okay.
like
Can I
I'm just
shut
saying.
then?
Yeah, go on.
Sorry.
I'm just saying like this is just my opinion
Okay.
that I don't like because I feel like it's just trying to prove to people on social media.
That they're better than everyone else.
Yeah, and like it could be Valentine's Day, anniversary, something, and they just go way over the top.
Yeah. Some people
Like,
like spoiling people.
no, I get
I
that.
mean,
And
I
if
wouldn't mind getting spoiled every now and then.
show them what's on your finger there, that's enough being spoiled for once.
I'm just joking.
But what I'm saying is like I just think receiving gifts, like yes, everyone loves receiving gifts, but that is a good point that you made that it shouldn't be too often.
No,
I think if you're
I think if it's way too often, you're just kind of getting used. It's like just like
exactly
another
like
thing
I
again.
just think like
Like,
if
sorry, cut across you.
yeah
Like you telling me every day I look beautiful.
yeah,
That I'm like, oh, thanks.
but then are you saying you take it for granted?
Probably,
Yeah,
probably actually do now thinking
I
about
was
it
gonna stop saying it now for a while.
because
That's it
no,
now.
because yeah, I'd be like, oh, thanks, and I do appreciate it, but then
Mm,
it's normal now
yeah,
that like I don't
yeah,
think twice about it now.
yeah. But like when I'm talking about receiving gifts, I think if you're giving your partner gifts all the time, then when it comes to a birthday or something, you're just setting the standard too high for you.
Mm,
And I just think it's a really big hole that you can dig into. Like if you get her like or you get him or her, say like €500 worth of stuff as a birthday present, and then, you know, sorry, let me rephrase that. If you get them something like €500 worth of something for like Valentine's Day, whether it's flowers, chocolates, perfume, a new pair of shoes, clothes, and it equals €500, and their birthday's around the corner, then you're like, okay, well, I spent €500 on Valentine's Day. Jesus, I'm gonna have to spend €1,000 on her birthday.
but does gifts necessarily always have to be so expensive?
In this day and age, yeah.
Coming from our relationship, you like Aiden's very picky and you like branded things.
Yeah.
Not every
But
couple is
I'd
like
never
that.
put pressure on you to
No, I
get
know
me.
that, and you don't. But then I feel like, oh well, he's not gonna like a t-shirt from Zara.
No, you're missing my point. What I'm saying is like you have to be careful with.
No, I get
I'm
that.
talking about couples in general. I'm saying you have to be careful if you're with someone and their love language is receiving gifts, which let's be honest is everyone. But if they really like receiving gifts, I think you have to be careful
How
how
much you're
often you do it
spending.
and how much you're spending,
Mm,
because you're always going to set the bar higher and higher and higher. Like
mm.
if I got you, like if I got you a car for your birthday one year, right? As if, right? If I got
With
you,
skis.
yeah. But like the next birthday, you automatically think,
Aiden gets me a shirt on his car.
yeah, that was her birthday present. Here you go. You can drive the
You're a
nice
shirt
car.
on my car.
But like what I'm saying is
I'm sweating.
the next, like say we're only new together, say we're
Yeah.
a new couple, and our first birthday together, your first birthday together as a couple, I buy you a car.
What did I get you for your first birthday?
Stop distracting me from my points
What
with all
did I
these
get you
questions.
for your first birthday?
Drake tickets.
No,
What?
I brought you to Lanzarote.
And that was amazing.
And you know what? In the gifts, I've only gotten shitters.
Yeah, I know.
Set the bar high, get them, dip
Can I make
off.
my point now? Okay, you done. Can I make my points? Right. All I'm saying is, if one year I got you a car, the
Yeah.
next year, right,
I'm gonna be like, oh, what's he getting me
what's he
now?
getting me now?
Yeah, true.
Like, so I'm just saying, if you are someone who likes receiving gifts, just don't set your partner's bar too high, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah. Or set
Okay.
it higher.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you to round
Okay.
off love languages before we move to the next segment. Those five I gave you: acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts. Rank them 1 to 5. 1 being the best for couples in general, 5 being the most or the least necessary.
Okay, let me see them.
So 5 being the one that's least necessary for a good couple. Does that make sense to you?
Mm.
1 being, I think every couple needs this to be
You know what? I
successful.
think every couple needs physical touch, but it's just
You have to rank them 1 to 5.
public physical touch I don't like.
You have to rank them 1 to 5. And
I
again,
think quality time be number 1.
that's number 1 for you.
Yeah.
You start from 5 to 1.
No, I want to start from 1 to 5.
She's running the show now. That's it.
Okay.
She's running the
So I would
podcast.
go
Quality time 1.
quality time,
Yeah.
acts of service,
Yeah.
words of affirmation.
As 3.
Mm,
Okay, yeah. No, go on. Go on, keep going.
receiving gifts
As 4.
and physical touch.
As 5. Okay. That's a good list, I think.
Yeah, maybe I would actually take words of affirmation out of there and put in physical touch. Because I think physical touch, as much as I hate
So
it
what
in
you swapping
public,
that?
physical touch,
As 4. Because you had physical touch last. As the
yeah,
least
and then
necessary.
words of affirmation below.
So you think that's the one that couples don't need to be happy or successful or whatever you want to call it?
Successful.
You know what I mean? Like to be
Oh.
together for a long time.
Oh no, let me start again. Because I forgot what Matt was
Jesus
saying.
sake.
Okay. So I said quality time.
1.
Yeah. Can we open a window? Can you cut this out?
I can't open the window because then you'll pick up the noise outside.
So warm.
You'll be
Okay.
angry.
Am I
I
sweating?
literally told you to take off your cargoes before we started. I was like, put on a pair of shorts when I get
Can
warm.
you see that I'm sweating?
No, you'll be okay.
Okay. So right.
Start again.
Quality time.
Okay.
And then I would go acts of service.
Yeah.
And then I actually would probably go physical touch.
As the third
Yeah.
for most couples in
Yeah.
general. Okay,
But
yeah.
in your house. And then I
Not
would
public affection.
do receiving gift and words of affirmation.
I'm actually surprised with that. I thought you would have went on your old last 5, where you would have had words of affirmation a bit further.
Up.
Yeah. So
Okay.
mine is, I think quality time, everyone can agree, is the number 1.
Yeah, sure.
Like
If you're not spending time together, like what's the point in being
but
together?
it's quality time. Like
Yeah,
there's like,
everyone needs quality time.
yeah, but that's what I'm
Mm.
saying. Like you can spend time
And
together.
Aiden used
but
to think
quality
running
time.
errands together with quality time.
Did I? I heard
I'd
that
be
one.
like, Aiden, we need to do something together. We haven't like spent some. So we went to Aldi today. No,
That's
quality
enough.
time.
I've clocked
A
in.
man's
We've came
brain.
home. I've clocked out. It's my
Yeah,
time
like
now.
I was like, Aiden, that's not quality time.
No,
We spent a day together though.
that was old me though, not anymore. That's when I was
Thank
young in a
God.
relationship. Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that's why. That's the point of this podcast, for people to be like, maybe there's people early on in the relationship who still think that, and I'm here to tell you that's not the
That's not
case.
quality
Because some
time.
people might still have the mentality that I did when I
Yeah.
was like, when we were in our early 20s and we first started going out. But when you're ready, can I tell my 5
Go
without
ahead.
interrupting me? Right.
Go on.
Number 1, acts of service. Sorry, quality time.
Okay. Quality time.
Acts of service 2.
That was the same as me.
I'd say.
See, it's actually quite hard when you have to
Yeah,
do an order.
like they're the first 2, like
Like,
across
I can
the
agree
board.
with you with them.
Yeah, they're the first 2 across the board, and then the other 3, I just don't
I don't
like.
really care about them.
Like, okay, I'm gonna say receiving gifts is 3. I think it's really nice to get a gift, but then obviously there's some couples who don't care.
Yeah, see, I would argue with that because then, as much as I said, I hate physical touch and if
I don't care that you're arguing. It's my list.
But, but let me talk.
Go on.
But if we never had physical touch, and you put that last,
I'm not gonna put it last though. I'm gonna put it 4th,
oh, right, okay, we'll keep
and
do
then
that.
words of affirmation 5th.
Oh, so we only had 2 different.
Yeah,
You put receiving gifts, and I put what did I put?
you put
Physical
words of
touch.
affirmation last, and we swapped our 3rd and 4th
Yeah.
around.
That's not bad then.
I think that's
We're not
pretty
on the
good.
same page.
Yeah, there you go. That's why we're together 7 years. Right. Okay. On to the next segment there. So we're gonna do a little agree or disagree. So I'm gonna ask Zoe a I'm gonna say to Zoe a couple of relationship statements, and she has to either say I agree to that statement or I disagree. And
You answer it as well, though.
very quick, yeah, I'm gonna ask
Okay.
you first though, and she's gonna say why she agrees or disagrees. So the first one is really obvious, but I'm gonna ask you anyways because it still happens, I think, in relationships. The first statement: the man pays for the date regardless of income.
Yeah, I disagree.
Okay, tell me why.
It's just so old fashioned,
I
isn't it?
know, but what I'm saying is there's probably couples out there who still do it, and there is girls out there who still expect a man to pay
If
for the date.
coming from me, if like I was on more income than you, obviously I'm gonna. I get you would probably want to pay for some things because you'd like to feel like, oh well, I paid for that.
Yeah,
But like if I had more income, I'd be like, I'll get it. Like it doesn't matter what gender you are. Like it's just
but what
so
do you say to the
stupid.
couples that where the girl's like,
Why is the girl not allowed to feel good about paying? Or
mm.
I get some girls like being wined and dined,
Yeah,
but
like
like
so
when you're in a relationship for seven
there's two
years,
perspectives of it. There's one where the girl's like, no, he's the man, he should pay. But then there's also girls
but
being like, "But he never lets me pay because he feels like it's
now if
not
you
manly, if that makes sense.
constantly kept paying for things,
Mm, you get annoyed.
I'd get annoyed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, not like obviously at the start, I'd be like, oh, this is great. Like, but
yeah.
like when you're together 7 years, like what happens when you have a house and you have to pay
Mm,
bills? Does he pay for the bills?
yeah, I know.
Does he pay the mortgage?
Some couples probably do that.
It's so silly.
You know,
I just think it's honestly so silly. If you're earning money, why can
regardless,
you not wine and dine your partner as well,
mm,
regardless whether he's a male?
or female.
Yeah.
You know,
No, but like, oh
yeah,
well, yeah, sorry, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's what I mean. So like, you should like, I think like for really early on, like going on dates,
yeah,
like if I asked you on a date,
yeah,
I'd pay.
yeah. Or if
Now,
I asked you, I'd want
obviously,
to
like a
pay.
girl could offer, but I'd be like, no, I'm paying for this. But like, if we went on like a third or a fourth date, and you were like, oh, let's go to the cinema or something like that, I'd always say like, oh, I'll get this because it's early on in the dating scene. But in the back of my head, I'm like, you're going to show your true character here to be like, no, 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 you've gotten the last 3 dates. Let me get this.
Yeah,
I think if a girl just constantly lets you pay,
they're taking
that's
advantage of you.
that's a bit of a red flag.
I think it's just taking advantage, just
Yeah.
getting what they can
Now
get out
maybe
of the
maybe
relationship.
if it's the fella or the male or the female who's asking the person out constantly, and they're like, well, they asked me out, then I think that you get to a certain stage where you're like, well, maybe you should return the favor.
But if someone's shown an interest in you and you like that person,
Mm,
why do you feel like they should pay all the time?
yeah.
You know,
Mm.
I don't.
What happens if like what happens if you're in a relationship where maybe, if we're going back to old fashioned, say like the man is earning more money and the girl is earning very little. Like what if she
Again, I
what
still think that like, yeah, fair enough. He could if he was on a lot more money. But that doesn't matter whether you're male or female. If I was on more money than you,
mm,
like I said, I would obviously pay for more things
mm,
because you're not on as much money. But
yeah.
if you're actually struggling,
Well, if we were dating, right? And I'm going off on a
well,
tangent
like if
here.
I knew, like within dating, if I knew that you still weren't earning as enough money,
Mm,
I think it's different when you're dating though, because you're not going to talk about your earnings.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think though, like, regardless of earnings, you can make an expensive day and then you can make a cheap day.
Yeah,
But
buy them a drink.
yeah, but like, I think like your emphasis shouldn't be on how much that day costs. Like, I could bring you to a steak dinner and get you a 3 course meal. The bill comes to €200, and I pay for it. I'm not asking you to bring me out for a steak dinner now next time.
No,
If I know,
it's
especially
like
if I
go to
know,
pub and get him a drink.
yeah,
The
here,
pint is €7. I'm sure someone can afford that. But that's but
hang on a
that's
minute.
someone just like that's what I did
Hang on
with
a minute.
you.
Yeah, yeah. So you bring Zoe out on a steak dinner. Yeah, there's a point. Nice one for
But
that
you
the
know
other
what I
night.
mean? You're still
A
trying.
point.
Like if you're on less
No,
money, you're
exactly.
still showing the man
It
that
doesn't
like
have to be that like
extreme.
equivalent to that amount, but like you could be like, oh well, you brought me out for a steak dinner the other day. Like next time we're out for a coffee, let me get you the coffee.
Yeah, it's just
You know?
gestures.
Yeah, gestures is the
Yeah.
word. Yeah.
Like if you were constantly paying, don't get me wrong, I think every girl, whether even if I kept paying, you'd be like, "Oh, this is great."
Yeah.
But like, at what stage do you be like, hang on a
Let me
minute,
put
like,
in
let
here.
me like,
Yeah.
or let's go halves on it. Like, I don't get why
Mm.
girls are like,
I
"Oh,
think
he asked me to go half on a dinner." Fucking pay. Sorry,
okay.
pay your way. Like,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be together for long term,
Exactly. And we had this conversation before where people like kind of rush into relationships and like they might be with each other a year or two. And I'm like, the whole point of a relationship is to stay together forever.
Wait, that made no sense. You just said we've had this conversation about couples that are together a year or two.
No, we've had this conversation before where I'm saying is couple two are together for a year or two.
Yeah.
And then like I won't name who we were talking to at the time, but like we asked them, can you see yourself being with this person for the rest of your life? And they were like, no. And we were like, well, why are you together? I'll tell you
All
that off
right.
camera. Like, but we had this conversation anyways. And like, that's my point. Like, the whole point of a relationship, whether you're 20 years old or 30 years old, if you're getting into a relationship with someone, like, you're getting into a relationship with someone because you want to ideally, if you believe in it, marry them, have kids with them. If you don't want kids, live the rest of your life with this person. I think a lot of young people, and speaking from experience as well, and I'm sure you can as well.
Yeah, sorry, gonna go grocery.
Hang on, don't. I'm on a tangent here, bro. You can't keep
How
doing
did
this.
go from pain to a D?
No, but yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you like the older you get and the more you're in a relationship, like eventually a time will come where you'll have to start going halves and stuff.
Oh, of course. Like you're gonna live with each
Like
other.
there's no point in getting with someone and you're paying for everything.
So
Because in
silly,
5 years' time, when you go for a house, you go to do whatever, you're gonna get hit with a load of bills, and your partner is so used to you paying for everything. One, they'll never have any ambition to go for more money. So why would I need more money? He pays for everything.
Yeah. Also, forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay, we'll move on. Speaking of, here's another statement I have for you. Agree or disagree? My partner should be as ambitious as me.
I disagree with that.
Okay, tell me why.
Because like just because you're ambitious doesn't mean you have to make your partner to be as ambitious.
Okay.
Like I get like you want your partner to do well in life and like if you believe in yourself, you can do whatever you want and stuff like that. But like you have these moments. We call them
This is one right
Aiden
now.
moments, right? And this is one of them, right? Sorry. That you just like go off on like you have something in your mind like this is it. Like I get you like to dream big and you like to dabble in everything and
Mm,
try it.
mm.
Doesn't mean I have to be
Be
on
as
the roller
ambitious.
coaster with
I
you.
don't think I ever forced you
Yeah,
to
no,
do.
you don't. But
No.
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
you get these spur moments that like what it means just because you're that ambitious that I have to be that ambitious.
Mm,
I can be ambitious in my own way,
mm.
but like just because you're more ambitious doesn't
I
mean I
think,
have to be on your
yeah,
wavelength.
I'd agree to a certain extent. Like what you say. So with that statement, I technically disagree, but I'd be like very not on the fence, but I'd be like more so to the side I disagree. Like I wouldn't fully disagree.
No,
Like
yeah,
I
you
think,
want your partner to be ambitious
I
and like to
think
strive for better.
exactly. Like I think your partner should have some sort of ambition. Like not shitting on people who kind of you know are working in a dead end job 9 to 5, no way up the corporate ladder or whatever. I'm not going to name a specific job, but a job that has no progression or whatever, and someone's just happy going through the motions. At the end of the day, if you're happy, live your life. But I just think even like relationships aside, even like just people I know, I think everyone should have some sort of ambition.
But it's not saying they're wrong in not having any ambition.
Exactly. If you're happy, who cares? That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
But I just think,
But
unfortunately, the
obviously you
world
want
you're
the best
living
for
in,
your partner.
yeah, you want the best of them.
But it doesn't mean that they have to be as
Exactly.
ambitious as you.
Like as you previously said, like I'm probably too ambitious.
You're way
I'm
and
way
like
too
Aiden always
ambitious.
like sometimes Aiden, like I said, comes out with these moments and sometimes I have to like bring him back down.
There's one in particular that she always laughs at, and it's probably the one I'm thinking of, right? I watched the Gary V video.
Wait, who's Gary V?
He's a like an entrepreneur, motivational
Okay.
talker.
Is this about the teddies?
Yeah. Will you let me tell the story? I had it in my head. I watched the Gary V video.
I'm sorry, I'm so hot.
Can I tell
Yeah,
the story,
go,
please?
go.
I watched the Gary V video, and lads, if you've been there, back me up here. And he was like talking about buying and selling toys. So like, obviously, he's going to America. If you don't know who Gary V is, he's like this entrepreneur guy who's just mad in the head. I've kind of gone off him a bit because he's just way too. He's just unrealistic. Like, let's
No,
be
because
honest.
I brought him back down.
No,
off
but
the
he was like, there is
pedestal.
some stuff that Gary V says is very good, but there's some that's crazy. And he was like, he's when he's like, get off your ass, like go on to Craigslist or Done Deal, and find toys and buy them for a low price and sell them on eBay. And I full on was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I went on the Done Deal and I was looking up like Disneyland toys.
Monster Inc. That's
I was
your man
looking
with the
at
one eye.
the Michael Zelke. I was looking up like official Pixar things and all, and I was like meshing the seller, and he had like it's obviously just some dad whose kids have grown
Wow.
up, and he had like 5 Pixar toys from like Toy Story, Monsters Inc., and like something else.
But he wasn't even charging
Think it was Winnie
cheap
the
money for
Pooh.
these teddies.
And he wanted like €50 for all of them, and I was like, right, 5 toys there, 10 per toy. If I sell them for 25 each and all, like I was working at the profits and all, and I was like, I remember telling Zoe, and Zoe just looked at me and goes, "You're gonna go on and buy and sell toys for a living
You're gonna buy Monster Inc. teddies and
and sell them."
sell them.
And come here,
I was
there's
like,
probably people out
Aiden.
there.
Oh,
There's probably people out there who do stuff like that, but like I just got like that was the quickest moment I've had that went up and just came straight back down. Normally, like when I come up with like this ridiculous idea, like I'm gonna do this, so he's always like, "You go, yep, you go
yeah,
ahead
go
and
do it.
you do that,"
Try
and then
that.
a week later, I'm like, "Nah, that's not gonna work," or something, or I might do it over a couple of months, and it's just like, "No,
I actually couldn't
don't
even
like
hold
this."
it in. The minute he told me, I actually just think I broke out laughing in your face.
I know.
Normally, I'm just like, I know in my head, this is the Aiden moment. Just let him trial it. But the fact that it would cost us money, I was like, no,
No.
you're not spending €100 on teddy.
But I was gonna make
Imagine my little
€200.
niece is coming up being like,
Imagine your
"What
niece
are
coming
these
up being like, "Oh,
teddies?"
can I pay that Teddy?" Like, no, that's worth
Aiden's
€200.
selling that for €200.
Don't touch that.
No, that was just an
No, that was,
absolutely
but like
ridiculous
that's why
idea.
I can laugh at it now. But like that's what
But
my
like,
over ambition is.
yeah, his like some of his just
No, we're
hilarious.
going off on a tangent here. You don't have to roast me now. Roast myself. That's it. Right, next one. A couple must have multiple things in common to be compatible. Agree or disagree? Multiple things in common.
Oh, like what do you mean? Like multiple? How many?
Multiple.
I'm trying to think what we have in common.
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, so would you say we have a lot in common? Yes or no?
Well, like I don't know.
Right, but do you think that a couple must have multiple
No, I
things in
don't think
common?
they
Okay, so
have
you
to. I
disagree.
think things can work without having things in common because
Yeah.
you kind of pick up on what your partner likes and then you get
Get
an
an
interest in
interest.
it yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jeremy Clarkson,
Oh yeah.
Top Gear.
Yeah, like you'd never
My
watch Top
dad
Gear.
would be like, let's watch that. No, no.
Yeah.
And now
We're
I watch it
watching
all the
we're watching
time.
Clarkson's Farm at the moment, and it's very good
It's
for anyone who
brilliant.
wants to watch it.
Yeah. But no, I disagree. I don't think you have to have multiple.
You don't think so?
No.
I think if you have loads of stuff in common, and again, I can't speak from experience because we don't have loads in common, but we work really well. But I think if you have loads in common, like say we were both like, just for example, say we were both huge into football. Like if we're both into the same thing, like if you are mad into everything that I'm into, football, gaming,
That's it.
that's it. That's it. But say you are mad into those two things as much as me, when do I ever get my alone time?
True.
Because you're gonna
I
want to do that stuff with me.
enjoy festivals and stuff when you don't
Yeah,
come to
I
them.
don't. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I enjoy doing that with my friends. Yeah.
So I don't. I disagree with it. I don't. I
No,
think
I don't think you need
I
to have
actually
things in
would
common.
go further and say it's best to not like you can have some stuff in common. Like if you loved football, like I'd be like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, I love going to concerts. I
Yeah.
beg Aiden to come to concerts with me, and he's like, no. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is like it's all right to maybe have one or two things in common, but down the line, like it's okay. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not gonna get with that person. I have nothing in common with them.
No.
Because if you like
Some
them,
people are actually like that.
that's what I'm saying.
I've heard a lot of people being like, we've nothing in common.
That's
I'm
what I'm
like,
saying.
okay.
Yeah, so
But
what?
that's not that. That's them not liking someone enough to
want to
know their interests. Yeah,
Exactly, yeah. Right. The last one, and we'll try and make this one quick because it could get a bit deep.
Oh,
I should never change who I am for my partner. Agree or disagree?
I kind of like. Well, it depends. Like, if you're selfish, then you should probably rethink some of your actions. But if it's things that you enjoy doing, your partner just doesn't like you doing, then
I'm
I
talking
disagree.
like as a person, so not like my interest, like as a person, so like that.
Like your personality.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
You should never change your personality
No,
for someone.
no.
Okay.
If they don't like you, they don't like you.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
don't get along.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I disagree as well. I think like you can like it's a weird statement. Like I should never change who I am. Like that who I am is a real deep question. But I've definitely changed who I am in this relationship. In other words, I can honestly say that I was probably stingy with money early
But
on in our
that wasn't me
relationship.
being like,
But that
You
was me.
have to change.
But that was me coming to a realization. That, like, this is a bad trait of who I am,
Yeah,
and
but
I
that
need to
was
change
you
it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like,
realizing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like, the statement is I should never change who I am. Like, if I agree with that statement, I wouldn't care how stingy I am with money or how lazy I am or whatever it is.
Mm,
I'm I'm who I am. I'm never changing.
mm,
So I would disagree with that statement as well to a certain extent.
yeah.
I think change to a certain degree is good.
Yeah.
Like,
Like depending on the
depending on what it
changing.
is. Like, if you're like if you said like that very one, if you're a selfish person, then obviously that needs to change in a relationship. But like, if I'm someone who is somewhat lazy, like, doesn't mean I have to be the most active person. Like, if you're
No.
ridiculously active and I'm lazy,
It's
it
like
doesn't
me.
mean
I'm a big social board. I'll go out with friends. I'll go on nights out.
mm,
Aidan's an introvert.
yeah, perfect
But like
example.
he's never been like, stop going out.
Yeah, or vice versa. She's never been.
You have to
You
come out.
come out
You
with
need
me,
to
like,
change that. Like
yeah.
that we don't
You
care
can't
about.
sit in the house
But
all day
like
playing
if
your game.
like oh like that I would never change. And if you try to change, I'd be like, well, good luck.
Yeah, exactly. So I think like you should never change certain things about you. Like, it's kind of like I
But if
agree
it
with some of
benefits
it.
you, then yeah.
I agree with some of it, and I disagree with some of it.
It's a hard
It's a
one.
weird
It's a
statement.
hard one,
It
yeah.
is. I think that's a kind of a
But like it just if I was a social board and you were like, I don't like that you're
that could be
social,
an
sit in
episode.
with me.
That could be an
No.
episode in itself. Now that I think of it, because
Mm.
it is very deep. But like that, I think that's a perfect example. Like, Zoe's very social. She likes going on nights out. She likes going to festivals. I'm the opposite. But she'll never force me to go out with her, and I'll never force her to not go out.
Do you like being alone?
Yeah, because I'm like, take 3
Lock
days.
Aiden in a room with four
That's
walls
your
and he'll
picnic,
be
3
good
days.
for like he'll be good.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
always say that if you like could choose between socializing and sitting in, you would just sit in all
I'd sit in all day. That's
day.
what I do now. I just don't want to talk to anyone.
But he's actually a very bubbly person. Like
Yeah.
when you're with your friends and all, you're a very social being.
It's just like depends where you're going and what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
if I feel like I can go and have fun,
You'll go.
I'll go and have fun. Okay. Next part of our podcast before
Fair enough.
Zoe melts into a puddle
I'm
here.
soaking.
I literally told you to get changed before we're in. I'm in a t-shirt and shorts. I came prepared. This is normally my gaming room. I know how warm it gets. Lesson learned. Right. We're going to do a bit of a dilemma. So I'm going to read out a couple's dilemma. And these are all real. I got them off Reddit. In the future, I don't know, we could open it to listeners or the audience and they could put in their dilemmas, whether it's really serious or really funny. And we can discuss it. Obviously, anonymously, we won't name yous or whatever like that. And we can talk about our opinions on it, what we would do if that was us in this situation, and so on and so forth. So obviously, this is our first episode, so we have no listeners. Hopefully, people
Give
are
all our
listening to this
secrets
now.
away.
I know, but I'm saying,
I'm
like,
only
so
joking.
I got these ones off Reddit, but these are real. Like, these are real.
Yeah, no, people write into
Do
Reddit.
you want me to read out the one that I read out to you the other day, or do you want the one that you haven't heard before?
No, read out the one that you read
Right.
out to me the other day.
Okay, I kind of spoiled the episode by telling Zoe this because I just couldn't believe it. So I'm genuinely being serious. This is a real relationship issue.
It's so stupid. Oh no, I
It's
don't want to say
ridiculous.
stupid. But
No,
like,
it is. I'll
it's
say it.
so stupid.
I'll say it. It's stupid. But there could be a couple out there who go through the same thing.
I think it's crazy.
Let's get
Like I would
into
have
it.
never thought a couple would be going through
So
this.
it's titled, "How Can I Get My Wife to Be Okay with Nudity in Shows?" So this is a 31-year-old male and a 30-year-old female in a relationship. And it starts as the male writing. We usually try to avoid shows that obviously might have sexual or nudity scenes. We recently, when we both caught Three Body Problems on Netflix, no idea what that TV show is, we didn't know there was a scene with some female nudity, and my wife got extremely angry at me when I didn't turn the show off fast enough. Now, we've had this problem for a while, and I know the reason this happened is because she was sexually cheated really badly. Sorry, she was sexually cheated on really badly in her previous relationship. And so anytime there's an attractive or hot female body, she will try and make me look away. While I'm personally fine with avoiding the shows, a little part of me also feels like I may have missed out really good TV shows like Game of Thrones, etc., which we watched recently, and it's unreal.
We relate to
Shit ending though.
late to the Game of Thrones.
How can we try work together to resolve this? Or do I need to come to a consensus to live with this for the rest of my life?
Okay, quick question.
Go on.
What does consensus?
Like a reality
Oh,
check.
okay,
Like,
okay.
do I need to just accept that this is going to be my life forever?
Is he willing to accept it? That's the
I don't know
question.
this fella. Like,
No,
I
I
just got
know,
it
but
off
like
Reddit.
that is the question to ask. He's asking you that. Is that the question to ask?
Like, does he need to say, right, I'm just gonna have to live with no nudity in shows,
No,
or how
first
do
of
I
all, I
address
just
it?
think it's absolutely ridiculous.
It
Like
is.
it is ridiculous. Like if a pair of boobs came on the TV and I was like, Aiden, close your eyes. Like he's not 12.
Yeah, like, this is
He's
these are 30
30.
years old. These people.
Like he's probably gonna have kids soon himself.
What's that mean?
Like he sees boobs. Like he's
Yeah.
not like. But also, she's been cheated on,
Mm.
right? A lot of people have been cheated on. That's insecurities on her behalf. But I think for it to be a show and it's fake, like it's not real.
Mm.
It's just so silly. It's not like
Mm.
he's just walking down the road looking at girls' tits,
Mm.
like and just like being like, oh,
Yeah. But she's obviously, like, again, like, unfortunately, she was, whatever the statement was, badly cheated on. But I don't think that gives you, a free pass to
it's a
be,
TV show.
yeah, to be really insecure. Exactly. Like, the sex scenes aren't real.
No,
Like,
but
newsflash.
it's not like he's watching porn.
Yeah,
Like it's not like he's going on to what's a Pornhub or something and just
I don't
watch.
know. I have no idea.
But it's not like he's just going onto a porn website and
Yeah,
watching
exactly.
porn.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. I know. It's
I think it's
absolutely ridiculous.
very
Like,
childish on
I
her
think,
behalf.
like, if you're in a relationship, if you're listening to this and you're in that same problem, you need to sit your partner down.
To cop on.
Whether it's female, like sometimes, like, there's lads out there that would get jealous where, oh, I want to watch the new Magic Mike film.
Would you? Yeah, would you?
I couldn't give
Actually,
it
this is another question, right? Would
I
you be
wouldn't
annoyed
care.
if I went to see Magic Mike?
In person.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
I
couldn't
would.
care. I honestly wouldn't care.
Yeah, it's not like you're actually going and they're gonna like. I don't know. It's different to like going to like.
It's entertainment. Like, it's not like you're going to a
He's
brothel.
not like yeah. It's not like going to a male strip. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Go on. Okay.
last night here. Go on, take a pill.
Can't say that on the
You
podcast.
can cut it out. You just every day remind me.
Right,
You're not
go
gonna
on.
remind me today.
Go on.
But it's not like I'm going to it. Like strip clubs are kind of along the same lines.
Oh no, I'd say that's
No,
past
strip
the
club's
line.
different. Like if
Yeah.
you went to a strip club, I'm kind of like, why is he going
Yeah,
there?
no. The Magic Mike thing is like,
It'd be like you.
it's going from her
That's
down
what
there.
he thinks of Magic Mike.
Yeah.
It'd be like you going to a burlesque show.
Yeah.
That wouldn't bother me at all.
No.
Like I'd be like, go and enjoy
It's
yourself.
just the entertainment value of
Yeah.
it. But like as you said, like, end of the day, it's a TV show. And like, if you're in a relationship like that, whether it's the female gets jealous of nudity or the male gets jealous of, like, oh, I want to watch the new
What can you watch? There's nudity in everything.
that's what I mean. Like, you're gonna watch adult films. Like, the best shows have nudity, have sex scenes, have naked women or naked men, whatever. Like, I just think, like, it's a conversation you just need to sit down and be like, I'm watching the TV show, I'm not getting aroused, I'm not looking at them being like, oh, I'm gonna leave my girlfriend for her. Like, I don't see, like, J-Lo on TV shaking her ass. I'm like, do you know what?
Why
I'll
J-Lo?
have-
Why'd you pick J-Lo?
I just
I'm
thought
only joking.
I just thought of the first, like, sexy celebrity I could think of. Like, well, I'm
I
just
look
saying.
nothing like J-Lo.
But what I'm just saying, like, it was just the first celebrity came to
I'm
my
only
head. But I'm
joking.
saying, like, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, do you know what? The hell with Zoe. I'm going after
I'm
J-Lo.
getting J-Lo.
Like, it's just unrealistic. It's just ridiculous. Like, yeah, I just think it's.
I think that is just like, just hop on. Like
Yeah, I just think it's.
honestly,
I think it's a conversation you need to have with your partner and just be like, I'm not
I wouldn't
attracted to
put up
these
with it.
people. No, I wouldn't. I like, especially at that age.
I'd be like, grow up.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
Especially
grow
at
up.
that age. Like, if these were in their early 20s, I'd still be saying the same thing. Like, okay, like, you just need to realize that you're not getting aroused by it. You're not like, oh yeah, like, look at her, isn't she like, why don't you have tits like her?
But if she's like
No one's
that with
thinking that.
a program,
Yeah.
what is she gonna be like? Like
Like, what
if
if
a
she-
girl, if they're on the beach,
Yeah. Like,
like
would you-
imagine seeing a girl in a bikini.
you'd have to wear, like, fucking horse blinders
Not
or
even,
something
yeah,
like that
like
on the
just
beach.
like
You'd be afraid. You'd be like, can we go to the beach? No.
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 Can I go
please.
swim pill? No, I'm good.
No.
I'm good. We'll just stay in the hotel.
Yeah. I just don't get
Yeah,
it.
no, it's just that's just honestly ridiculous.
Yeah. That is a genuine, that's why I say at the start of this. Like, that's a genuinely real issue that someone has posted.
I feel sorry
And
for him.
yeah, no, I wonder are they still together now?
How long ago was that posted?
A few years ago, I think. I'm
Oh,
not sure.
right. What's the next one?
You want the other one?
Yeah, let's move on.
The other one gets a bit deep now.
This episode is meant to be called Happily Ever After, and all we've been doing is either slating each other or
Yeah,
going
we're having a
deep.
laugh.
Where's the laugh?
having a right. This one's serious. This could
Oh,
this
okay.
could
I have
this
not.
one.
I don't know what this
You
one
don't know what
is.
this one
I
is.
only heard the other one.
Okay. So this is a female writing this in. Okay.
Right.
And the
Sorry, my
people in
fans make
question
a noise here.
people in question are in their late 20s, be the similar age as us, right? This
Mm.
could
I'm
break us
way
up.
our age.
This could break us up. This question if we
Okay.
disagree on it.
Okay.
Are you scared?
No, I'm
I'm only
just
messing.
skeptical.
So this is a girl writing this.
I'm
My best
skeptical.
friend is getting married in 2 months with her fiance, but I have a secret that could potentially end a
Sorry,
relationship.
sorry. I just said that we're going to a wedding in 2 months.
I know,
This
yeah.
is not me.
No, it's not Zoe. It's not Zoe. I promise you.
Say that again. Start again.
My best friend is getting married in 2 months with her fiance, but I have a secret that could potentially end their relationship. My best friend, let's call her Lily, and her fiance, Brent, these are clearly Americans writing this, are getting married in less than 2 months, but I have a secret that could potentially end their relationship. I want to help Brent as he is a genuine guy who truly loves Lily. A few days before her bachelor's party, Lily's ex texted her saying that he wanted to get back together with her, and that after multiple relationships, he realized that he only has had feelings for her. Lily wanted to make things clear with him, so she arranged a meet at her place to sort things out and tell him that she's getting married and she wasn't interested. While sorting things out, he kept flirting with her and begged her to be with him instead of Brent. Things got heated and they ended up hooking up. The next morning, Lily told me all this while breaking down, saying that she loves Brent and that she feels guilty for everything with her ex. What should I do? Girl code.
What the fuck was she doing?
I think that's a bit far fetched now. I think like no, it could happen. Like I mean, it genuinely could happen that like
It's her best friend.
the best. So she's told one person that she got back with her ex 2 months before the marriage, and it's her best friend. Well, her best friend obviously really likes her soon to be husband, and feels like this
Let me
secret.
reverse this question to you.
No.
No, let me reverse this question to you. If one of
Right.
your best friends,
Right.
because I know who my best friend is,
Yeah.
and Daryl, I'm so sorry.
Come on.
I'm not telling you. No, I'm just joking. I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it?
That's a
I don't know.
But
if I
like
can answer it.
Rihanna has been my best friend since I'm 4. Like,
Would you portray her like that?
no,
No.
I don't think I
honestly,
could.
I honestly don't think I could. Like if
I
if
don't-
that was one of my
honestly,
best mates,
I'd be
and
like, didn't
I'd
see it.
just die with the lie.
Yeah,
It's a girl code and a
it's
bro
her
code.
and his problem.
Yeah. I think like it would only do like as much as she shouldn't have done it in the first place. Like let's say it out straight. She obviously
Yeah.
shouldn't have cheated or whatever. But each to their own.
Not
Within
only are
reason.
you ruining a relationship,
You're ruining your
you're
friendship.
ruining your friendship.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, probably more than likely they'll still end up together and get married.
Probably.
And
Yeah.
then you'll just be.
Well, like if you did that
axed.
to me now, I wouldn't marry you.
But you never
2 months,
know.
2 months for the wedding, bro.
I know, but like you never know. Like you can never say never. I wouldn't do that.
Never.
When do we get
Well,
married?
for a few years.
Just
Yeah, already have time. No, I
I'm
think
not
we'd agree.
joking.
We wouldn't
I
say
don't
nothing.
think I would.
No.
I know that's terrible. Like Daryl, I'm so sorry.
Stop saying Daryl as if it's gonna happen to bleeding Daryl. Like.
No, but like I'm just letting them know. I got my
Alright.
gal's back.
Okay. Well, if that happened to any of my mates, I would just say nothing. Like I'd probably be like, "You're an idiot," but
Oh, of course, I'd
it's not
absolutely
my-
eat into her and be like,
but
"What?"
it's not my business to go telling their fiance or their husband to be, no matter how
Yeah.
close I was to them.
Yeah, like I'm not for cheating, but like I wouldn't.
It's just less.
That's drama.
Yeah. So your advice to her would be shut your mouth and just enjoy your
Live
wedding.
with your guilty conscience.
Yeah. Just forget about it. Just forget about it.
Well,
You swear,
I'm sure
you swear
she still
she
loves
saw
her
it.
partner, Brett. Like,
Yeah.
so is she then now has to live with a guilty conscience?
Yeah. Leave the
You
her.
know? Yeah, it's
Mm.
eating her up now. But
Mm.
like, let her leave her to it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think
I think
I
we're both on
could.
the same page where you don't think you could.
No, I don't think it's no. I couldn't betray my friend like
No.
that.
Like
If it was just a friend of a
imagine
friend,
sitting
I'd be
down
like,
with your
yeah,
best friend's
watch yourself.
boyfriend and being like, yeah, 2 months ago, or
She
like
slept with
she
someone.
slept with her ex. Not even just someone, like her
No.
ex.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
And you're marrying her in 2 weeks. Just thought I'd let you know because I can't live with the guilt. No, don't think so. Don't think I can do it. Right, what time we at? I think that's us, bro. That's a good way to end it. Yeah, we're just on the hour mark there now.
Right.
So that was episode 1 in the bag.
Hold on, what's to come in the next few episodes?
The next few episodes, I think episode 2, we've kind of touched on it already. We're gonna go more detailed into like money and financing in a relationship because I think it is a serious topic. But it can also be funny as well. You might get some value from it.
Money cannot be funny.
I know.
Money's never funny in a
Well,
relationship.
we'll try and make it funny. Like I said, like I touched on it very briefly. Like I don't want people to think I was stingy in a relationship, but I just wasn't. I wasn't the best with money. Like I just didn't like. Even my own friends would say it. Like I'm sure they have stories about me, but like thank God, I've realized that money isn't everything.
No.
Whereas
Money comes and goes.
exactly, yeah, bitches stay forever.
You're definitely cutting that out.
No, I'm not. I am the editor of this podcast. I'm definitely not cutting that out. No, I'm only messing. And then the third one, the third one, I'm not gonna say it. The third one's very good.
But we might also have special guests on the show.
Yeah, I think
which
like
will probably either be other couples
Mm.
or people who have probably been through a hard relationship.
and
like-
how they dealt with it.
Yeah,
I
like
think like if you're listening to this podcast, first of all, if you've made it this far, thanks very much for listening right through. Whether you're watching it on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you're watching it, appreciate you listening this far, listening to two gobshites talk for an hour straight. But I think like in general, what we are going to start planning is like weekly episodes about certain topics of relationships. And by all means, like if you have a topic that you want discussed or you think would be a good topic,
any questions in
let me know.
relationships that you feel like.
As I said, I think it's too early on to kind of submit maybe dilemmas because I have a couple lined up for the next couple of episodes. But I mean, submit them if you want. If you're going through something or you find something that your partner does funny and you want to address it, send it to
Pet
us.
peeves.
Pet peeves. Yeah, that could be a good episode where couples sending their pet peeves about their
Yeah.
partner.
Pet
That's a good
peeves.
episode. But as Zoe said, like down the line, we might get the odd guest or something who's been through a certain aspect of a relationship that maybe we can't relate to, and have them speak on it because someone might be going through that aspect in their relationship. And at the end of the day, I think this podcast, as much as we're trying to have a laugh, it is to address certain things in relationships that are
People might think is normal.
that aren't normal. And I've had it with my own friends who've been in relationships and they're telling me something that their partner's doing, and I'm like, don't put up with that. Like, that's not normal. Like, that's not right. And the same with you. And I think, like, we've only been together 7 years, but I think, like, we're such good communicators and we don't take anything we do seriously at all, within reason, obviously, that we just thought it'd be a good idea to get on a podcast, as much as there's so much, people being like, it should be illegal to just start up a podcast, blah, 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 because there's so much shit out there, which I agree with. We just thought it'd be a good idea. So, I mean, I'm going to end it there. If you did enjoy it, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. If you're listening on Spotify, I mean, what do you do on Spotify? You hit the
You
save
just
button.
listen.
You listen to it. I think you can rate the
Can you?
podcast. I think you can give it a rating.
I think you
Give
can
it a
save
rating.
it. Like, I think you can save
Yeah.
podcast like as if
Well,
you
look,
like
we're
it,
just
like it's
appreciated
thumbs
that
up.
you've listened this far, I suppose.
Can we show our special guest?
No, he's asleep. No, don't. He's asleep. Don't. Right, okay, we're going to end it there. I've been Aidan, guys.
And I've been Zoe.
And we shall see you in the next episode. What are we going to do? Weekly episodes?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Every Sunday we'll
Every
record.
Sunday? Okay.
We could put it out every Monday.
Jesus, the quick turnaround for me, trying to edit everything. Jesus,
Chop, man.
it's ready to
This
do
is his
nothing.
idea.
I know. Okay, we're going to end it there. Thanks very much, everyone, if you listened this far.
Thank you.
And tune in for the next episode.
Bye.
Peace.